Today let's talk about the use of beta blockers for heart failure with reduced ejection fraction. In the era of sodium glucose cotransporter 2 inhibitors, are we still afraid to uptitrate? Beta blockers are one of the four major pillars of guideline-directed medical therapy for heart failure with reduced ejection fraction. The therapy has presented the best effects when uptitrated to evidence-based target doses. Despite their proven benefits, physicians have traditionally shown reluctance to uptitrate beta blockers because of their negative inotropic and chronotropic effects. The effects of newly introduced sodium glucose cotransporter 2 inhibitors in treating heart failure with reduced ejection fraction might open more room for adequate beta blockers uptitration. The goal of this study was to evaluate the uptitration practice and impact of target doses of beta blockers in patients with heart failure with reduced ejection fraction receiving sodium glucose cotransporter 2 inhibitors. This is a prospective cohort study involving patients with heart failure with reduced ejection fraction receiving sodium glucose cotransporter 2 inhibitors therapy. Baseline use and dosing to the evidence-based targets were examined. We compared the groups of patients receiving maximally titrated beta blockers versus incompletely titrated. Primary outcome was composite of rehospitalization or revisit to emergency unit due to the heart failure, all-cause death, and major adverse cardiac events. Secondary outcomes were heart rate at rest, left ventricular ejection fraction, NT-proBNP, and NY8A status at 6 and 12 months of follow-up. Study endpoints were documented via telephone interviews, regular outpatient follow-up, or by electronic hospital records. This study included a total of 458 patients with median follow-up time of 365 days. A total of 122 patients had beta blockers maximally uptitrated. The results show that adherence to maximal target doses of beta blocker therapy significantly reduces hazard of death or major adverse cardiac events comparing to not using maximal doses of beta blocker. Hazard reduction was not statistically significant for composite of rehospitalization or revisit to emergency unit due to heart failure. Maximal doses of beta blockers did not result in a significant decrease in resting heart rate. Our real-world data have highlighted the prevalence of incomplete titration of beta blockers. Although it has been shown that evidence-based target dosing of beta blockers reduces death and major adverse cardiac events, there is still room for improvement with uptitrating beta blockers in eligible patients.